Basta't nandyan ka, may pag-asa, dahan-dahan sa...
Kailangan nating talunin itong pandemic na to.
Kailangan lumaban kailangan may gawin.
I'm not going to be part of that 40% that will not survive, and that's it.
Muling susulong, pwede bang mangarap?
There's still a drop of life, then I'm gonna hold on to that and I'm gonna keep it alive.
Even just buying one mask na 35 pesos, it's like we dance for joy.
Kung nag-umpisa ka na, sana may bumili ng tinda ko, parang back to basic ako.
Doon mo ma-feel na, okay, may pag-asa pala.
Mula noon, lalo ngayon.
For the sake of the Filipinos, we just have to give it a fight, di ba?
Pwede bang mangarap?
Ayan, good evening Philippines, good evening mga kadiwa, at good evening kadiwang Direk Erwena, Kim, and Anna Marie. Guys, today it's a brand new afternoon, no? It's September 19, and before tayong mag-continue sa pagbati, batiin muna natin ang mga kadiwa natin sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo. Good morning dito sa UK and sa Europe, and of course, dyan sa United Arab Emirates. Good afternoon sa inyong lahat dyan, mga kadiwa. Welcome again sa ating show, sa ating programang Discover and Explore Dubai Edition dito lang sa Edge TV. And of course, thank you sa ating napakagaling na si DJ Raymond na sinasamahan tayo everyday. Ayan guys, before that, magpa-shoutout muna tayo or ating mga kasamang si Kim, baka may babatiin muna before we start today officially in our program discussion. Right, Kim, go ahead.
Yes po, Ma'am Roselle. Good evening po, Ma'am Roselle, Direk Erwena, at kay Ate Marie, and especially po sa ating kadiwa. Isa na naman pong napakagandang talakayan at kapupulutan ng kaalaman at impormasyon at aral. Huwag po kayo alis dahil marami po kayong matututunan dito sa Discover and Explore. And don't forget to like and share our live tonight. Thank you po.
Yan, thank you, Kim. Ayan, and next time naman, itong magaling na host din natin, no, si Miss Anna Marie.
Magandang gabi mga kadiwa. Sa inyo din po, Direk Erwena, Ate Roselle and Kim, good evening. And of course, to my loving sister, sa inyo po, with Eli. Hi Eli, I miss you. Tita Grace, Tita Jo, Manong Love Love, Kuya Kevin, Nanay Telma, MRPK, Dom, classmate group sa Kutuman. I miss you po. And shout out to the family and friends. They have the best na and all. Let's keep on watching dahil kadami talaga kayong tututunan, and thank you sa mga kadiwa natin na laging tumatangkilik sa programang Discover and Explore.
Yan, thank you, Miss Aina. And of course, ating batikang direktor, no, si Direk Erwena Argeles. Good evening. Direk Erwena, nakamute po kayo. Ayan.
Mute po.
Derek? Parang wala po kayong boss. Parang nawala po. Anyway, i-try niyo po i-check muna. Okay, continue muna tayo. Before i-fix ni Direk Erwena yung ano niya, no, connection, parang nawala lang saglit ang audio po ni Direk Erwena. Balikan po natin si Direk Erwena after po na-check niya yung audio connection. So guys, babasahin muna natin ating mga shout out today na kasama natin palagi. Ayan, si Miss Evangeline Dazatinga. Hello everyone, nice DJs, nice program watching from Olongapo City. Thank you, Miss Evangeline. Oo, sinamahan niyo po kami everyday, no? And then si Miss Marie Diggs, good evening everyone. Good evening, Miss Marie Diggs. Kumusta dyan sa US of A? I won't never get tired of watching your show. Nice to see you all again. Thank you very much again. And si Miss Florencia, sabi naman niya ulit, hello everyone, good evening, I am watching from Cubao. Si baby, ito, Florencia's baby Hardy Lisa naman ito. Thank you, Miss Florencia. And si Miss Marie, I miss you last night, Kim. Yan, si today, makakasama na po natin si Kim. Ayan, balikan po natin si Direk Erwena for her greetings and shout out. Oo. Wala pong lumalabas sa atin, no, Direk Erwena? Baka po yung ano po, yung volume po ng ano nyo?
Wala po.
Wala po talaga. Oo. Anyway, may pa-shoutout po ako dito. So, babasahin ko lang po yung mga shoutout while inaayos po ni Direk Erwena yung ano nyo, yung audio connectivity niya dyan. Okay guys, sa ating mga kaibigan dyan sa Singapore, ever supportive na kapatid kong si Miss Josephine Hanupol at yung husband niya si Alfie, and mga QS natin dyan na mga architect na mga kasama natin before while I was working in Singapore, si Miss Maricruz Licayan, si April Balsi, ayan, si Angeline. And of course, live din tayo ngayon sa Australia, si J Bal, si Gerald Mayo, and si Mark Makiling. And of course, Australia, si Bing Punyo, si Miss Annabel Kabilugan. And hindi din pahuli ang Belgium nating mga friends dyan, si Miss Clarinet Casibo, si Mylene, and si Lailani Soronda. Guys, thank you so much for being with us kahit hindi nyo kami sinubay minsan or napanood nyo lang ang live natin. Okay, back to Direk Erwena this time. Direk, how's your Oh, wala talaga, no? Ano kayang nangyari dyan sa ano? Ayan po, go ahead po. Wala talaga, no? Oo. Sige, except babalik po siya ng ano po, babalik po siya sa atin. Okay guys, today, hindi po natin makakasama si Direk Dwinward kasi po meron po siyang inaayos or meron po siyang inaatinan na special event doon dyan sa Pilipinas, no, relative to broadcasting and journalism. Ayan, so our best regards to Direk Dwinward. Sana po makasama natin si Direk Dwinward sa Monday. Ayan. Best regards po sa inyo and your family. Okay, while inaayos po ni Direk Erwena ang kanyang audio connectivity, pag-uusapan natin ngayon guys ang isang napaka-importanting topic. So, meron po palang 12 world secrets na hindi natin alam kung bakit nag-i-exist siya o ano ang mga truth behind this. So our amazing planet Earth will never stop surprising us ever since. So there are a lot of things and places which can't be analyzed or explained even through by scientists. So there's still a riddle for mankind, guys, but they continue calling our attention every now and then. So, i-credit po natin si Brightside kasi po, we have no intention of infringement nito. They are the main source of our information today. So guys, uunahin natin ang Moraki boulders. So ano tong Moraki boulders? Have you ever heard this, guys? So I hope yan. Ma-flash yan ni JJ Raymond mamaya yung Moraki boulders. So ano ang Moraki boulders? So isa itong amazing fact about these boulders in their size and shape. So how could such ideally these spherical stones appear? No, but still, at the moment, there is still no clear-cut answer why it exists. So itatalakayin muna natin kung ano ang Moraki boulders at saan siya makikita. So this is, as I mentioned, itong Moraki boulders is unusual siya na malaki and spherical na stretch sa Kukubi Beach on the wave cut of Otago Coast of New Zealand. So yung Otago Coast, makikita siya between Moraki and Hampden dyan sa New Zealand. I think yung mga kadiwa natin dyan sa New Zealand, alam nila ito, no? So they occur scattered, either be isolated or clusters of boulders within a stretch of beaches. So ayan, nakikita natin yan sa picture. Para siyang half bola. Pero made siya. Mamaya, tatalakayin natin yan sa ating mga kasamang kadiwa kung ano ang mga composition at origin nito and yung oral tradition nitong Moraki boulders na makikita dyan sa New Zealand. So by 1948 po ito, no, si Walter Mantell, na-sketch niya ang beach and its boulders more numerous than now. So itong nakikita natin sa screen, yan po ang Moraki boulders at sunrise. Ayan. Kasamang Kim, Kadiwang Kim, meron ka bang additional information about the Moraki boulders?
Roselle, at ang Moraki boulders daw po is meron po siyang size na approximately 1/3 of the boulder ranges in size from about 0.5 to 1 meter or 1.6 to 3.3 feet in diameter. The other 2/3 from 1.5 to 2.2 meters or 4.9 to 7.2 feet. Most are spherical, are almost spherical, but a small proportion are slightly elongated, parallel to the bedding plane of the mudstone that once enclosed them.
Yes, ang napakalaki nito. Imagine, no, ang diameter nitong boulders nito. Ayan. Si Kadiwang Ana naman, ano ang additional information mo about this Moraki boulders na makikita dyan sa New Zealand?
Yes po, okay. So there are lots of interesting facts to learn about the Moraki boulders. The more you know about them, the more fascinating they become. And ito yung mga konting facts about the Moraki boulders. First, there are over 50 boulders along Kokohe Beach. And second, the biggest boulders weigh 7 tons and measure over 2 meters across. Third, it took about 4 million years for the largest boulders to form to their current size. Pero yung mga maliliit na fragments, nagsimula sila mag-form about 60 million years ago. And fourth, dati sobrang dami ng boulders way back in the 19th century based sa old photos syempre. Kaso kaya konti na lang sila ngayon kasi kinuha ng mga tao yung mga maliliit na boulders and ginawa nilang ornament or souvenir. Pero syempre, illegal yun. And if Maori call the boulders ilpats, pero yung ibang locals, tinatawag nilang hooligans gallstones, and yung iba naman, alien brains, giant gobstoppers, and the bowling ball of giants. And lastly, yung Meraki boulders ay may legal protection and it is prohibited to damage, to put graffiti or remove them. Kaya bawal talaga mag-vandalize doon or magnakaw ng mga boulders kasi pwede ka talagang sulitin. Back to you.
Yan, it's true. So, very interesting po ang history nitong Meraki boulders, no? Before we continue to our topic, let's go back to Direk Erwena. She's back now. Direk Erwena, how are you po? Greetings po muna.
Well, I hope may boses na ako ngayon.
Yes!
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, magandang gabi uli sa inyong lahat dyan. Dyan lang kayo, marami tayong pag-usapang magagandang galing. Marami kayong matututunan ngayon. Lang.
Okay, thank you, Direk Erwena. Yes, a while ago, we were talking about the Meraki boulders dyan sa New Zealand. Meron ka bang additional information nitong Meraki boulders, Direk Erwena? Ano po ang naririnig o napag-alaman nyo about dito?
Itong Meraki boulders pala ay gray in color. Tapos ito pa rin na-perform sa paghampas ng tubig sa mga muds. Kaya na-create ito ng ganito. Yun lang.
Okay, yes, tama po 'yan, no. Ang composition po ng Meraki boulders ay naipahayag po nila through the detailed analysis for the fine grained rock using optical mineralogy or X-ray crystallography. So it has determined po na itong boulders consist po siya ng mud, a fine silt and a clay and cemented by calcite. So ano tong calcite? Calcite is a carbonate mineral and most stable molecular of calcium carbonate. So the most scale mineral hardness based on a scratch hardness nito comparison between the calcite. So ayan, so the degree of the cementation in these Meraki boulders, it varies relatively from weak to the interior of the boulder to quite hard from the outside rim. So, some of the photos when you research this, guys, when you Google it, makikita nyo yung different, mukha. So, yung frontals nito, meron siyang weak kasi nga nahati siya. Meron din namang strong na mga boulder na makita natin if you are interested to make a research for that further. So, ayan, ang composition po ng Meraki boulders dyan sa New Zealand. So, hindi lang, na-mention niya ni Kim kanina, na hindi lang sa New Zealand po ito makikita, kundi sa iba't ibang, dako ng mundo. So, but itong sa New Zealand is, ito yung pinaka famous na tinatawag natin Meraki boulders o Kofo boulders, na isang bato o made ng isang clay, cemented, calcite mud, and fine silt. Ayan, guys. Very interesting po, no? How it forms a perfect circle po talaga siya. So, I think na-touch ni Miss Ana kanina ang origin ng Meraki boulders na to, kung bakit siya tinatawag na Meraki boulders. And sinong nag-create nito, no? So, Meraki Formation. That's why it's called Meraki boulders kasi yung formation niya ay parang Meraki sa Paleoceene. So, ano yung Paleoceene is a geographical epoch po yun na lasted about 66 to 56 million years. Ayan, na-mention po yan ni Miss Ana kanina again. Okay. So, very interesting information again sa ating mga kadiwa. Before we proceed to our next surprise topic, pahabol po tayo sa ating mga shout out dito sa ating walls, ating screen wall. So si Joser Israel Lipata, good evening po to all. Thank you, Joser. Good evening din sa'yo, no? And then si Miss Malu Ablo, good evening everyone. Hey Miss Malu, good evening din sa'yo. Si Miss Maridiggs this time, shout out to Oltingas, Dazas, and Diggs family of Olongapo City. Okay, shout out yan sa taga Olongapo City. And si Mama Rubin Villamil, good evening, watching here in Cagayan de Oro. Oh, hello Kim, Daza, and Discover and Explore team. Hello Philip Villamil and my kapamilya in Olongapo. Okay, maabot tayo dyan sa Cagayan de Oro City. Malapit yan sa sa province ko sa Butuan City. Nyo kumusta mo dira taga Cagayan de Oro sa Butuan City. Mayong gabi sa inyong tanan dira, no. Ayan. Okay, proceed tayo. Ano naman ang next? Itong pangalawang world secrets na dapat malalaman natin is yung tinatawag nilang animal migration. So, ano tong animal migration? So, animal po pala is nagma-migrate. Hindi lang po tao ang nagma-migrate, no? So, ang animal migration is isang natural phenomenon po siya, no? Animals travels from one place to another, usually during the same season of the year. But still, scientists can't explain the existence of such an important instinct in genetic patterns of absolutely different types of birds, fish, insects, and mammals. So ito yung type of tinatawag nitong animal na nagma-migrate po siya. Ayan, si Kadiwang Kim, meron siyang additional information ng migration ng mga animals natin dito sa mundo. Go ahead, Miss Kim.
Yes po, and here are some reasons why animal migration is happening. It may be local climate, local availability of food, the season of the year, or for mating reasons. The movement of the animals should be an annual or seasonal occurrence, such as northern hemisphere birds migrating south for the winter, wild beasts migrating annually for seasonal grazing, or a major habitat change as part of their life. So yan po kung bakit daw po nagkakaroon daw po ng animal migration.
Yan, thank you Miss Kim, no. Ayan po ang one of the reasons kung bakit nagma-migrate po ang mga animals. So may additional information po si in that effect si Kadiwang Miss Anna Marie.
Yes po. Dagdag ko lang po, no. According to my research, animal migration involves traveling from one type of habitat to another, which is often linked to the cycle of the season. Preparing for the migratory journey, which possess extreme energetic demands on the animal, usually involves a number of physiological changes, kagaya ng pag-store ng large amounts of fats and reducing the size of the organs na hindi naman kailangan during migration. And mga kadiwa, alam nyo din ba na ang mga migrants ay madiskarte din sila? Parang tao lang din. Kasi syempre, para hindi sila maligaw, gumagamit sila ng mga signs or cues to find their way. And isa na dito yung magnetic field of the earth and changing concentration of minerals in the ocean water or polarized light.
Ayan, totoo yan. Tamang information yan, Kadiwang Miss Ana. How about you, Direk Erwena? Do you have any information why these animals migrate in the same season of the same year?
Yeah. Sa pagkakaano ko talaga, ito talaga hanggang ngayon ay question. Na hindi nila maintindihan kung ano talaga really ang dahilan. Kasi kahit na hindi season, kahit na hindi magme-mate, talagang meron silang ugali na talagang magmamigrate sila at magmamigrate sila. Hanggang ngayon ay pinag-aaralan talaga ng mga sensya yan kung talagang bakit ba talaga nila kailangan mag-migrate ng ganun. In fact, talagang madami. So, yun lang.
Yes. So yung migration po, no, meron po silang two types of migration. Merong complete migration at meron din pong partial lang sila na nagmag-migrate. So, iyan. Ano po ba ang pagkakaiba nitong migration? So, ang purpose po ng migration dito ay it could be either obligate, meaning individuals must migrate, or facultative, meaning individuals can choose to migrate or not. So within the migratory service species or even a single population, complete migration is when all animals migrate. So silang lahat, hindi lang po sila very specific. Ang partial migration naman is when some individuals migrate and while others do not. So parang tao lang din, no, na ang pamilya mo o gustong mag-migrate sa Canada at meron din naman sa, no, I love Philippines, I stay here. So animals have the same instinct as well. They don't want to migrate as a whole family. The rest wanted to stay where they are. Okay, so meron silang, as at Kadiwang Kim, no, na-mention yung seasonal migration nila, kung bakit sila nagma-migrate. So meron din tayong specific group. So itong birds, fish, and insects, and mga mammals, nagma-migrate sila around, very specific, no? Unahin muna natin ang birds. So nagma-migrate sila around, ilang miles ba? So 1,800 to 10,000 bird species na migrate sila long distances each year from season to season. So many of these migrations are north to south, with species feeding ang nagbe-breed sila doon. And one of the reason as well is when the summer, like halimbawa dito sa Europe, pag ano na dito, approach na yung winter, so yung mga birds, nagfa-flock away sila sa mga places na wherein it is, hindi siya malabig. So ayan. And when it comes naman sa mga fish migration, most fish species are relatively limited in their movements. Totoo yan. So remaining at a single geographical area, no, in making short migrations for our species, from wintering, nag-spawning sila, and feeding. So again, it affect po sa season po ng mga fish. Nagmamigrate sila long distances and sinasama po nila ditong mga tinatawag nila yung anak. So makikita, once you see a river, dito po kasi mga river dito, makikita niyo yung salmon. Talagang magkasabay sila. From the river, they're going to the sea. So ayan, nagmamigrate po yan sila. And especially yung sardine run pala, no? Billions of sardine runs nagmamigrate dyan sa Southern Africa. Kasi nga mainit din. And by season, they goes along north side. And same din sa mga insects. Nag-insect migration. So yung wing insects, saka yung locusts, mga butterflies, dragonflies, iba't iba din ng mga mass migration po sila. Hindi po sila gumagamit ng partial migration, kung sila complete migration talaga. And same with the mammals. Ayan, parang mga tao na belong tayo sa mammals kingdom, di ba? Sa science, sa biology na lalaman natin yan, yung mammals. So ayan. Okay, a very important information again, guys. Why do animals migrate? So if you have questions po, no, or additional information mga kadiwa, please i-share niyo dyan sa ating comment box at babasahin natin yan. Okay, before we proceed to our next topic, meron po tayong babasahin na shout out. Where were we? Kasi nga maraming dito, mahabol. Ayan, si Miss Cynthia Mostrado. Good evening, watching from Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu. Oh, ayan, mga Bisaya din, no? Ang mga audience natin ngayon. Pero Olongga po, of course, araw-araw sinasamahan ko. Shout out po, Ate Kim. Gab is watching. Thank you po. Guy Gabriel, thank you for watching us. Miss Cynthia Mostrado, again, interesting topic for today. Thank you, Miss Cynthia. We tried po to diversify our topics now every day. Si Mr. Jimboy Dimitrial Sabili, hi Kim, shout out to all the people in Leyte and Biliran Province. Maayong gabi sa tanan, maayong gabi Jimboy, kumusta dira sa Leyte and sa Biliran Province. Okay, si Chris Jr., lovely Lulit, hello, watching from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. See, Saudi Arabia, umabot po tayo. Sinabi ko nga guys, international tayo. Thank you, Mr. Chris Jr., lovely Lulit. Si Miss Marina Moral naman, sabi niya, good evening po sa inyo lahat dyan. Hello, Kim. Love from Lapu-Lapu, Cebu City. Thank you, Miss Marina. And sabi niya ulit ni Chris Jr., lovely Lolit, pa-shout out, Kim. Love you. Love you daw. Love you din, sabi ni Kim. Okay. Miss Marinig, sabi, the Moraki boulders are said to have formed due to the hardening of Paleocene mudstone, which was buried in the mudstone cliffs. Yes, totoo po yan. Na-mention po kadiwang Kim natin yan kanina. It's true. It's thought to have taken 4 million years of Moraki boulders to reach the size they are now. Yes, no? Imagine, tayong mga human being, nagpe-perish po tayo, pero itong mga Moraki boulders and other things, they stay po 1 million years. And how to reach that size. Okay, si Mr. Philip Villamil, hello po dyan. Good evening sa ating lahat, Kim. Watching your program here in Gordon Heights, Ilongga po. Shout out please sa family ko sa lahat na Cagayanon, especially to the Uncle Stanley Diggs. Ayan, mga Diggs family itong kasama natin ngayon. As of course, si Miss, hindi pa din paano pahuli si Ponchi Brooks. Good evening po. Good evening din sa'yo, Ponchi. Thank you for being with us. Okay, very interesting. Okay, let's move on, guys. Ito na naman, punta tayo from migration of the animals, punta tayo naman sa Egypt. So, itong next natin na tatalakayin is the Great Sphinx of Giza. So, ano tong Sphinx of Giza? So, the Sphinx small head made of Boston geologist Robert Schlunk. Schlunk supposed that the statue initially had the head of a lion. So this head was carved into a pharaoh's mysteriously smiling face. However, itong hypothesis nito was not supported by the scientific fields of Braham Hanok's supposition in the correlation of the three pyramids with the stars of Orion constellation in the 11th millennium century dyan sa Egypt. So ano po ba yan ang Great Sphinx of Giza? And saan makikita? Of course, makikita yan sa Egypt. So guys, very interesting, no? Anong composition ng Sphinx of Giza or just Sphinx, they call it. So it is a limestone statue of a reclining Sphinx or a mythical creature with the body of a lion and a head of a human. So, facing directly to the west, to the east. So, mayroong reason to bakit nagka-face sila sa west to the east. So, it stands on the Giza Plateau on the west bank of the Nile in Giza, Egypt. Ayan, guys. So, baka may additional information si Kadiwang Kim kung ano ang Great Sphinx of Giza.
Yes po, Ma'am Roselle. Kadiwang Roselle, at yung Great Sphinx of Giza din po is meron daw po siyang measures of 73 meter or 240 feet long from paw to tail, 20 meter or 66 feet high from the base to the top of the head, and 19 meter or 62 feet wide at its rear haunches. It is the oldest known monumental sculpture in Egypt and is commonly believed to have been designed, sculpted, and constructed by ancient Egyptians of the Old Kingdom during the reign of the Pharaoh Khafre, 2558 to 2532 BC.
Ayan. Hello, Kim. Nawala po ang audio nyo, no?
Nawala po.
Ayan, bumalik na.
So, back to you guys na po. Kayo po ba may po kayo idadagdag?
Okay,
Yes, Kim.
thank you, Kim, for your information about the Green Sphinx of Giza and its measurement and definition nito, no? And of course, si Kadiwang Ana Marie, meron siyang additional information sa atin kung ano ang Great Sphinx of Giza. Go ahead, Miss Ana.
Yes po, dagdag information lang po. The statue was carved from a single piece of limestone and pigment residue suggests that the entire Great Sphinx was painted. According to some estimates, para mabuo daw yung the Great Sphinx, it would have taken about 3 years para sa 100 workers. Tapos gumagamit lang sila before ng stone hammers. And para matapos nila yung statue. Grabe po, no? 100 workers po talaga. Back to
Wow.
you po.
Yes, very interesting no, kung paano nila ginawa ito and considering the dimension nitong tinatawag na Sphinx dyan sa Egypt. Okay. Let's talk about the origin and identity and the construction of this sculpture. Baka may additional information sa atin, guys, si Direk Erwena. Go ahead, Direk Erwena.
Oo. Ito, the Great Phoenix is one of the world's largest and oldest statues. But some basic facts about it, such as when it was built, by whom, for what purpose, are still subject to debate. It is impossible to identify what the name the creator called their statue, as the Great Phoenix does not appear in any known inscription of the Old Kingdom. Merong sikreto etong Great Phoenix na pag titignan yung maigi sa litrato sa may part ng tenga, meron daw sinasabing may button doon na nakakonect sa universe. So this is one secret na medyo hindi masyadong known to us.
Yes po, totoo yan, no? And when it comes to construction nito, oo. Sorry guys, parang nawala po tayo na ng saglit. Okay. Ang origin na-discuss po ni Direk Erwena ang origin and identity ninyo nitong tinatawag na Sphinx of Egypt. So, na-mention po niya, subject for debate po ang information when what is spelled and for whom and for what purpose and so many amongst other unknown po siya today. But then the builder and time frame roughly na isabi nila na it's been between 2500 BCE for the Pharaoh Cafe. So si Pharaoh, parang na-mention lagi si Pharaoh Khafre. So Khafra. So si Pharaoh Khafra was an ancient Egyptian king ng Pharaoh for the 4th dynasty during the Old Kingdom. So he was the son of Khufu and the throne successor of Judifre. So according to the ancient historian Manetho, si Khafra is followed by the king Xerxes. So ayan. So ang purpose po nito is this sculpture po ng Sphinx, Great Sphinx in Egypt is for this pharaoh has been king. Ang pharaoh po ay parang sa atin dito sa minister, prime minister, sa Egypt po ang tawag sa kanila is pharaoh. Ayan guys. Baka may additional information kayo or additional na mga comments regarding the Great Sphinx of Giza, please let us know down below in our bottom. Okay. May pahabol pa ba tayo? Si Miss Philip Villamil, hello Venus, Rovin and Robert, manihapon na ta. Okay, manihapon na ta means sabi ni Mr. Philip Villamil, no? Hello kay Venus, Rovin and Robert, manihapon na ta means let's eat na. So that's Visayan term. All right, guys, si Miss Gloria Tagip. Andito din sa atin ngayon. Hello, beautiful Kim. Watching here in Ilonggo City. Good evening sa inyong apat na magaganda. Thank you po. Ang haba naman ng buhok namin. Oo. At saka thank you din ang ever supportive na natin si DJ Raymond, no? Thank you guys. Siya po ang behind of this scene kung bakit po synchronized po ang ating presentation ngayon, ang ating program. Alright. Thank you guys. Keep sharing or shout-outing or any comments you would like to share with us in the comment box. And of course, proceed tayo. After in the Sphinx in the Egypt, ano naman ang, this time, Egypt din ang pag-uusapan natin. Itong tinatawag nilang unfinished pyramid of Zawiyat El Aryan dyan sa Egypt. So ano ito? Bakit unfinished kaya to, no? Okay, so itong pyramid na ito, na tinatawag nilang Zawiyat El Aryan, has been off limits to tourists for many decades. So, ang 75 feet deep nito, hallway was cut out of solid limestone bedrock. Oh gosh, napakahaba nito. Scientists will still wonder how people in ancient Egypt could have made the walls so smooth without modern technologies. Ayan guys. So, unfinished northern pyramid of Zawiyat El Aryan. So ano kaya to? So locally, tinatawag nilang pyramid of Baka or pyramid of Big Heris. O isang term ito ng archaeologist or Egyptologist used to describe po nito is malaking shaft, large shaft po ito no, na unfinished ng pyramids dyan sa Egypt. So saan sa Egypt ito? Padalakayin natin yan maya-maya ang history nito at bakit kaya ito naging unfinished. Okay, Kadiwang Kim, do you have any information why this unfinished Northern Pyramid of Zayat Al-Rian is unfinished? Go ahead, please.
Yes po, ang the unfinished Northern Pyramid of Zawiet El daw po has been off limits to tourists for many decades. At it is measured 75 feet deep hallways was cut out of solid limestone bedrock. Scientists still wonders how people in ancient Egypt could have made the walls smooth without technologies. Wow, paano nga po nagawa ng mga ancient Egypt na smooth daw po yung walls daw po ng walang modern technologies. Paano nga po ba? Napakarami po talagang sekreto ng mundo, ng ating mundo.
Yes, it's true. It's very secret, and in fact, they haven't given any of specific reason.
Yung walls daw po
Kung bakit
paano nga po ba? Napakarami po talagang sekreto ng mundo, ng ating mundo.
Yes, it's true. Okay, si Kadiwang Miss Ana, baka may additional information sa atin.
Yes,
Bakit unfinished ito?
It is also believed po na to be the base of a pyramid or a pharaoh tomb. Pero yung mga sites ng pharaoh ay mas malaki pa kaysa sa ibang pyramids. This pyramid is nothing like any other in Egypt. And madaming tao pa rin ang nagtataka o napapaisip kung paano and bakit na-built yung ganyan. Pero may mga researchers din na nagsasabi na kapag natapos daw yung unfinished pyramid is kasing laki niya lang daw yung the Great Sphinx of Giza. Wow!
Wow! Malaki din pala yan, no? So, na-mention natin kanina kung saan ang location nito. So, the Pyramid of Baka is located in the northern sector of Zayat El-Aryan. So, around 8 kilometers from southwest of Giza and the northeastern corner of the military restricted area naman. Okay, si Kadiwang Direk Erwena, baka may additional information po kayo sa atin kung bakit unfinished business po itong pyramid dyan sa Egypt. Go ahead po, Direk Erwena.
Yun na nga yun ang nakakapagtaka dito, no? Kasi kakaiba talaga sa lahat ng pyramid. Dahil bakit makitid? Hindi kadalasan ng mga pyramid, hindi ganyan kakikitid. Pero ito halos wala kang door entry. Kasi pag pumasok ka sa pyramid, talagang mahilig sila sa secret passage. Pag pumasok ka dyan, mag-ingat ka kasi hindi mo alam yung wall, bigla na lang secret door pala yun, bigla na lang bubukas yun, pero pwedeng mahulog ka kung saan. Pag bubukas yun, pwedeng malalim ang kababagsakan mo nun. But this pyramid talaga is very unique. Talagang kakaiba. At saka kung paano niya pinalish, kakaiba talaga. At saka parang walang daanan. Walang daanan. Wala kang halos madadaanan. Wala kang, well, maybe, baka marami talaga ding secret door doon na hindi natin alam. So.
Yes. Oo. Meron pong mga dito, no, information na ginagamit itong burial chamber with the oval tawag na to, sarcophagus ng 1905. O yan, ginagamit pala itong burial chamber. Pero as of now, as of to date, wala pong specific reason kung bakit unfinished po itong Northern Pyramid of Zawit in El-Aryan dyan sa Egypt. So, superstructure po, as what you see sa mga floor plans nila, superstructure nito, ang substructure, very firm talaga. So, na-mention niya ni Kim, yung shaft po niya is very solid, and square base po, yung foundations is very smooth ang walling. So, the pyramid is really built to last. Kaya nga lang, unfinished. Pero, for what reason, we will dig in for that more details probably because it hasn't been mentioned specifically kung bakit unfinished po siya. Basically, merong reason yan kung bakit. So, ayan guys. So, that's the unfinished pyramid of Zawit El-Aryan. Okay, Duki. So, from naman, punta tayo no, sa fireflies naman ngayon. Nag-synchronize ang fireflies. Is anyone here from us have seen the synchronized fireflies?
Oh, yes. Ako talaga,
Ano,
maraming beses.
Ay,
Yan,
talaga?
napakaganda. Yes.
Oh.
Napakaganda. Parang
Yes.
akala mo, parang ano eh. Parang, kung ano yung dilim, ano, talagang synchronize sila talaga na, parang akala mo, parang ritual na hindi mo maintindihan, na hindi mo alam kung nagsasayaw ba sila or what. Sus, napakaganda na talaga nilang tignan. Tapos ang liwanag ng space na kasalan doon sila, ang liwanag. So, yun
Yeah.
talaga. Yan isa sa mga wonder natin na hindi natin maintindihan kung bakit.
Oo. Yan, okay. So nakikita pala niya ni si ating kadiwang Direk Erwena. So she has witnessed the synchronized fireflies dance. We don't know if they're dancing or meron, but for sure it delivers, it signals something, and it means something. So guys, so instead of flashing whenever they want, these fireflies flare up in the same time. So every 1 to 2 seconds po yan, no? And they are really synchronized. Si Jonathan Copeland po, isang firefly specialist from the University of Southern Georgia, he claimed that it might be a certain ritual. However, nobody knows what exactly what it is. So yung light and chemical production ng fireflies is due to a chemical reaction po niyan called na bioluminescence. So ano po yung bioluminescence? Oh, si bioluminescence pala is isang production and emission of light by a living organism. It is a form of chemiluminescence. And itong bioluminescence again, guys, is occurs widely in marine vertebrae and invertebrates, as well as in some fungi, microorganism, including some of the bioluminescent bacteria. So ayan, merong reason po kung bakit sila nag-synchronize na ang movement nila. Okay, Kadiwang Kim, please touch some of these details or information why they synchronize. Go ahead, Kadiwang Kim.
Ma'am Roselle po, dadagdag ko lang po is yung fireflies daw po na tinatopic po natin ngayon is kasama daw po siya sa family ng Lampyridae. Kasama rin po niya ang glowworms, lightning bugs for their conspicuous use of luminescence during twilight to attract mates or prey. Tulad po ng sinabi ni Ma'am Roselle, and fireflies produce a cold light with no infrared or ultraviolet frequencies. Kaya din po ng sinabi ni Ma'am Roselle. Kayo po ba may idadagdag pa po kayo?
Yes, okay. This yung chemically produced light nila, no, sa lower abdomen, maybe it could be yellow, it could be green, it could be a pale red with a wavelength from 510 to 670 nanometers. So nanometers, napakaliit po ng ano niya. So some species such as demi-glowing blue ghost ang tinatawag nila dyan sa eastern US. So commonly known as emit blue light. Okay. Si Kadiwang Miss Ana, baka may additional information po kayo about these fireflies.
Yes po. At alam niyo din ba na yung mga male na fireflies na umiilaw ay ginagamit nila yon para ma-attract yung mga female na fireflies. And that each species ay may kanya-kanyang pattern ng pag-flash ng light. And kagaya po ng sinabi niyo kanila, yung starfall light hindi yellow, green, or orange. Back to you po.
Yes, very interesting, no? Signal, so they use this lighting pala to signal, to attract the female. So parang may ano sila, no? They're delivering a message to their friends, or so-called sa female na mga fireflies. Okay, baka may interesting additional information din sa atin si Kadiwang Direk Erwena. Direk? Yeah.
Back to you, Roselle muna.
Okay, so kanina napag-usapan natin ang mga chemical production nitong fireflies, no? Itong called na bioluminescence, kung bakit, what is the cause of this bioluminescence and bakit sila umiilaw. Okay, So pag-usapan natin yung ibang reason nito. So all fireflies glow as a larvae. So in lamprenade larvae, bioluminescence serves as the functions. So in a different form, serves in adults. So iba-iba po pala, no? It's some says it appears to be a warning to signal to predators. So kanina na-mention ni Kadiwang Ana na ang nagsisignal si male to the female na sa presence niya. And one of these reasons as well why the glow or illuminates is the dark is a signal. So na merong mga predators na darating. So ayan po, since many firefly larvae contain chemicals that are distasteful or toxic. Oh, toxic pala itong mga larvae nila sa katawan nila. Okay, photic emission itong sa mga adult beetle was originally thought to be used for similar warning purpose din. So signal, warning, but it is now understood that the primary purpose in the mate selection. Okay. So as what Miss Anna said kanina is sexual communication in many species. And of course, the beetle and fireflies do the same thing. All right. Very interesting po talaga, no, kung bakit sila nag-synchronize. Hindi lang pala for beautification, may purpose po sila, signal, and they're delivering message to their family that there will be predators or someone will be attacking them. Okay, very interesting, guys. So far, so good tayo. Okay, pahabol tayo sa ating mga shout-out. We have 10 minutes left before heading 7 o'clock dyan sa PH time. So, pahabol tayo mga shoutout, guys, para hindi walang magtampo, no? Babasahin natin isa-isa. Okay, saan ba tayo kanina? Hello, beautiful. Si Miss Lynn Hardilisa Katige. Hello, everyone watching from Iloilo with Ellie, Tita Grace, Tita Jo, Hillary, Kevin, and Nanay Telma. Thank you, Miss Lynn. And si Miss Maridix naman, hi to all my family and friends in Virginia and Georgia, USA. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you po sa inyo lahat dyan sa USA. Evangeline Dazating, sabi niya, good evening, everyone. Shout out sa Gordon Heights, sa Barangay Council, my BCLP family, lahat ng Purok leaders na katatapos lang mag-coastal cleanup drive. Oh, congratulations sa inyong lahat dyan. Lahat ng empleyado. BHW na busy sa Patakpulyo, Bibat, and Rescue. Okay, guys, you have a tiring day, supposedly. Okay, happy birthday Kagawad Belen, who is in vacation to San Diego, and Manang Paquet Palomo of Las Vegas. Enjoy your pandemic birthdays. Oh God, speaking of birthdays, hindi na tayo pwedeng dito sa Europe na mag-celebrate more than 6. Good evening, Kim, sabi ni Ako Wag. Thank you. Hello, Pretty Kim, sabi ni Ako Wag. No, Cynthia, mostrado ko, kumukutita po sila sa dilim, mga fireflies. Yes, totoo po yan, no? Kumukutita. Good evening, Miss Roselle, Anna, Kim, and Mama. Ganda po ng topic niyo. Very interesting. Thank you, Mr. Joshua Rizal Plata. Wag ako, go, Kim. Sabi niyang ganun. Go lang tayo, guys. Go, Kim. And hi po, good evening. Galing ka, Erliza Ramos. Thank you, Erliza. Hi, Kim daw. Okay. Guys, parang kapusin tayo ng oras ngayon, no? Hahabulin natin si Meredith Stone sa Hampshire dyan sa USA. So itong Meredith Stone nito is unknown po siya, no? Kung ano po, kailan siya nagawa, anong functions nitong bato na ito. So si Meredith Stone is, obviously it is a stone na nakita po nito sa bank of lake po nito ng Winnipesaukee dyan sa New Hampshire sa USA noong 1872. So itong Meredith Stone nito is a piece of work out of quartz rock. So that's what we've said sa New Hampshire, and hindi po alam ng mga taong nakatuklas nito kung ano po ang bato nito. So it's an allegedly called out of place artifact po nitong and the Stone Age, purpose and origin is unknown to everyone. So, okay. Kadiwang Kim, ano ba ang description? Gaano ito kalaki ang itong tinatawag na mystery stone nito?
Yes po, ang stone po na ito is meron po siyang laki about 14 inches or 100 millimeter long and 2.5 inches or 64 millimeter thick, dark and egg-shaped. bearing a variety of carved symbols. Carving on one side of the stone show a ear of corn and several other figures. The other side is more abstract, featuring inverted arrows, a moon shape, some dots, and a spiral. So yun po yung parang itsura po ng stone po na ito.
Oo, parang egg siya, but in dark color po siya, no? At what we've seen here sa screen natin. Okay, si Kadiwang Miss Anna Marie, ano kaya ang history ng, though it's unknown po, no, ang history ng stone nito. But any additional information, Kadiwang Anna?
Yes po. Okay, so Meredith stone is a piece of worked out quartz rock. There has never been any quartz rock in New Hampshire. So sinasabi ng iba na yung stone ay nanggaling sa ibang lugar kasi wala daw quartz rock sa kanila. And hanggang ngayon, hindi pa din alam ng mga researchers or scientists kung ano yung exact date and kung saan siya talaga nanggaling.
Yes. Yes, totoo yan. Hindi talaga nila alam as of today, no, kung saan sila galing. So still, it's unknown to everyone. Okay, how about si Direk Erwena? May additional information po ba kayo sa Meredith Stone na to?
Yeah, oo. Bali pala ang shape nito is both ends different from sides. Bawat sides, no? 1/8 inches, that is 3.2 millimeters. Tapos 3 and 8 sa top, sa itaas, and 9.5 millimeters at the bottom. So, parang korteng itlog na hindi mo maintindihan, ano? Ngayon, maraming interpretation ang stone na to. Yung iba sinasabi nila na maaring commemorate sa mga treaty ng mga tribes before, baka symbol yun ng whatever, and then iba naman sinasabi nila could be a watch na quartz during that time. So, yun, marami. At saka ang believe nila, ang stone na to ay mga nanggaling, I think nanggaling from 19th or to the 20th century. That was approximately 134 years ago.
Yes. Yes, totoo yan, Direk Erwena, no? This Meredith stone, though unknown po ito, but to be fair po, sa nakakita nito, kung sino ang nakapulot nito, no? So, as what we've mentioned, in 1972, dyan sa Meredith, kaya tinatawag ito Meredith Stone, it is named after the place that's being found sa Meredith, New Hampshire. So, isang workers po na nagtatrabaho sa construction, nakadig po nitong sa hole na ito, ang tinatawag nitong Meredith Stone. So, si Sinika Ladd, isang Meredith businessman who hired the workers who was given credit for the discovery of this unknown stone. So, in 1892, that was 20 years after it was found out, upon Ladd's death, the stone passed to Frances Ladd Co of Center Harbor, one of his daughters, no? So, back to, in line with that, sa 1927 naman, she donated the stone to the New Hampshire Historical Society. Okay. But there were analysis and interpretation with that. So 1994, they conducted a boroscope analysis of this stone. So they performed this one, yung mga state archaeologists nila, to be specific, si Richard Boisvert, nagsuggest siya later on, and then describe siya nga, sabi niya, I've never seen a number of holes bored in stone with technology they have associated with this prehistoric in North America. Okay, guys, that was it. Actually, we still got 6 secrets, world secrets to tackle, no? That we would like to know about. But since kinapos tayo ng oras, we have 3 minutes heading before 7 o'clock dyan sa Pilipinas. So, tatapusin lang siguro natin yan this Monday if we have time. Okay. Guys, saglit ko lang babatiin yung mga pa-shoutout nyo dito. Shoutout Kim sa Santa Clara, galing kay Ronald Obispo. Sabi naman ni Arnold, good evening everyone, stay safe. Pa-shoutout na rin po. Hi Kim. Okay, si Miss Marina Coral, sabi niya, hi, watching Lolo Pa, Florentino Mostrado, Antita Cinchas, Chelsea, John, Ogs. Okay. Si Miss Evangeline Dasatinga naman, shout out to Dasatinga family, Gordon Heights, Olongapo City. Love you, Kim. Guys, sincerely thank you for being with us today sa ating programang Discover and Explore dito lang sa Edge TV. Since wala na po tayong oras, no, we have 2 minutes. I think we are allowed by DJ Mon supposedly to have a quick shout out, everyone. Kim, mabilisan lang po tayong shout out, please. Go ahead, Kim.
Yes po, panibagong kaalaman na naman po ang ating natutunan mga kadiwa at sana po wag niyo po kami at sana po manood po kayo gabi-gabi ng aming live and don't forget to like and share a live tonight at pahabol daw po Arnold Yagas, love you po from Grandma and Grandma Maridigs. Hi po.
All right, thank you so much. And how about si Kadiwang Miss Anna Marie? Go ahead, Miss Anna.
Yes po, gusto ko lang po batiin yung ate ko po for always watching and with Eli, Tita Grace, Tita Joma ng Love Lab, Kuya Kevin, Nanay Telma, and Tito Manny. Thank you so much and see you all on our next episode. Bye! God bless you.
Thank you. And of course, si Direk Erwena, may pa-shoutout po siya.
Oo, maraming salamat sa pag-antabayan niyo sa amin ngayong araw na to. At saka dun sa isang regular nating viewer, sinasabi niyang nahak ang kanyang Facebook kaya hindi siya makaantabay sa atin. Sana ma-recover mo na yung Facebook mo, okay? At sa mga lahat ng nanonood dyan, mga klase ko at mga pamilya ko, mga kaibigan ko sa Samar, Pampanga, sa Laguna. Maraming salamat. Lagi kayong follow us all the time. Mondays to Wednesday and Friday and Saturday at 6 p.m. HTV. So, back to you, Roselle.
All right, thank you very much, guys. We sincerely thank you again from Discover and Explore family and of course from Edge TV for being with us today. Let's be informed and continue to learn the basic informations in life. Knowledge is power, guys. See you again on Monday. Good evening, everyone. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you.
Bye.